I now want to bring in Bill Donohue, president of the Catholic League. Bill, you have been on this Durbin Award controversy for some weeks, but while the bishops and other groups were targeting Cardinal Cupich for offering this award to Durbin, you took a different tact. What was it and why?
Well, first of all, I don't like to be oppositional to the clergy. That's something absolutely, I have no other choice. Quite frankly, Durbin's Catholic. The Catholic League is Catholic too, but we're both laymen. Okay, if you want to go after cardinals, I don't think that's the best route to go. My problem here, I don't think he should have been awarded the award. That's for sure. But my problem here is with Durbin and with the fact that people have misrepresented this, and therefore I think they hoodwinked the Pope, who said, well, we agree that there's more than just one issue that Catholics have to look at. The fact of the matter is, as I pointed out, on a couple of occasions to Durbin, I wrote specifically to him. We sent it in overnight mail. He got it the next morning. No question he received it. It wasn't just abortion. We listed his support for same-sex marriage. We listed his opposition to religious liberty, to be specific. He worked against 3 different appointees to the federal bench, including two who made it to the Supreme Court, John Roberts and Amy Coney Barrett. He subjected them to a religious test, asking them to basically betray their Catholic convictions in order to get a seat on the bench. So it went well beyond that. And it's not just even abortion. When the child is born as a result of a botched abortion, should that child be attended to or just left to die on the physician's table? He said that was okay. So I think if the Holy Father knew exactly the totality of this man's positions on matters of marriage, family, and sexuality, he might have had a different conclusion. But I think it's best for the lay Catholics to go after lay Catholics and let the clergy, which they did a good job. 9, 10 different bishops have weighed in on this, and it's difficult. They want to have a certain degree of fraternity too. But no, we took the right approach. And unfortunately, many in the media are crediting other people for doing it. They don't even know how to do anything right in terms of strategy. I've been doing this stuff for decades. And by the way, we went after Durbin on those religious liberty questions with the judges for the last several decades. Where are all these other people, the Johnny-come-latelys? They're juveniles.
Bill, what did you make of, we had 10 bishops who came out against this honor, and there are reports, the Pillar was reporting, that the USCCB, the entire bishops' conference, was preparing a statement to condemn this honor as well. Why do you think they were so willing to come out and be vocal in this moment? And how do you put into context what the Pope said? These are clearly confusing remarks, Bill, at the least.
In terms of the USCCB, I don't think they had much choice. After all, they're the ones who passed the protocols. I didn't do it. You didn't do it. It had nothing to do with lay people. It wasn't priests. It was the bishops. I think it was in 2004, if I'm not mistaken. They put out the protocols. You cannot give an honor to someone who has basically betrayed the moral principles upon which the Catholic Church stands. And obviously, the right to life has to be the premier right of all. So I think that if you allow if you allow Durbin to get this award, what's next? I might mention that a number of years ago when Obama got an award at Notre Dame, I was on TV with a priest who I'm friends with, but he's on the other side. And I said, look, Father, you and I are both against racism and against abortion. He said, that's right. I said, the difference between you and me is that you wouldn't give an award to a racist, but you will give an award to somebody who's pro-abortion. That's a big difference between the two of us. And I think that needs to be said. If we think that racism is worse than abortion, and it is evil, the church regards racism and abortion to be intrinsically evil, but then we have a problem. Yep. The first right is the right to life. In terms of Pope Leo, he says, listen, I'm not familiar with all of the details. They kind of got him when he's coming out of a meeting. He's got the microphones. He didn't prepare a formal statement. I don't know if he knows that people like the Catholic League have been pointing out the religious liberty objections to Durbin and his support for same-sex marriage and the Born Alive Infant Protections Act and everything else, and partial birth abortion, not just simply abortion in the first and second trimester. So I have to give the Holy Father the benefit of the doubt, and the media did a lousy job in the way they covered this.
Bill Donohue, we will leave it there. Thank you for being here. We'll check in with you in the days ahead. Thank you, Bill.
Thank you so much.